No, you can just use one light bulb. So this is making a video on getting started with the majority vote. You guys should have this ready. We know we're doing a simplified version, so we need 5 ands, 2 ors, and 0 inverters. Now, there's only 4 and gates per chip. So let's grab 7408. So if you just type that in here in the search, you bring it over. And I like to give like one space, one gap in between switches, resistors, and others. So I'm going to grab 2 of those. And then I'm going to grab a 7432, which as you can read is an OR. And that like just fits on this small breadboard, even though we have big old breadboards. Okay, let's power and ground. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So the nice thing about TinkerCad is you can hover over and see what are inputs and outputs. This is a ground, so I'm going to go ground to ground. I want to make sure that the color is black. I'm going to do the same thing, ground to ground. I'm using short wires. I'm going to go ground to ground. And then I'm going to go, so we didn't see any power on the bottom side, but you will find it on the top side, which is right there. So I'm going to go power to power, make it red, power to power, and then power to power. Okay, one other thing that I want to encourage you to do is just check and make sure the lights work. So I'm going to grab a different color, and I'm going to go from a switch to an LED, and I'm going to press play. And you can see if I turn on switch 1, the light turns on. If I turn on switch 2, it doesn't turn on. That's because I don't have anything plugged in. So I can grab this, move it over by clicking, and then I'm going to hit start. Now, a heads up is make sure that you stop your simulation before you do any editing. So make sure I've stopped the simulation. I moved it over to switch 3. I tested it. Switch 2, light doesn't turn on, but switch 3 does. Okay. I'm going to hit stop, and I'm going to delete this orange wire. And this is a good place to just take a time out and just make sure you've got 2 ands, 1 or. That was not color coded correctly. You've got your power plugged into power, and you've got your ground plugged into ground on these 3. We should have a 220 ohm resistor. This doesn't matter what color. You can pick your favorite color. I'm going to pick blue. Go Riley. And we have 4 330s. So let's get set up and for our majority vote. And then the next video, we'll show you kind of how to start wiring and testing sections at a time.